Hey, what's going on, everybody? Konami Fury here, and it's coming up on 2 years since Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain was released. Arguably, and quite possibly, the last Metal Gear Solid game. And we know that Survive's coming out, but we know that's a spinoff. We know that's some kind of horde game, zombie game. It doesn't count, okay? So it's been 2 years and almost, and we all know that Hideo Kojima was let go of unceremoniously from Konami. It's been put out there how bad they've treated their employees, how paranoid they are, and we all know they only care about the pachinko machines. But anyway, I'm doing this video because, like my screen says, it has a new meaning, the Phantom Pain, and that's not just because Venom Snake has Phantom Pain from losing his arm. This is how that game actually feels right here in my heart. Alright? I mean, people love Snake Eater. I didn't care too much for it. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just never got around to playing it. I've watched enough people play it. I enjoyed it. But I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 1. I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. Even though the twist halfway through the game with Raiden. Boy, I enjoyed the shit out of Metal Gear Solid 4. And Phantom Pain, I really enjoyed it. And the thing is, Phantom Pain is like devoid of all the things that made Metal Gear Solid. You know, not just the cutscenes were cut down or anything. It's just that this was promised to be the chapter that fills in the missing piece between Peace Walker and Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear for the MSX. And we didn't get that. We really didn't. You know, we all know about, every Metal Gear Solid fan knows about Mission 51, which Konami said, well, we put it on they actually said in a letter, one of the people that spoke to, we put it on the disc for a reason. It was cut for a reason. He was trying to tell us that it was cut for a reason. Cut for a reason that it is not central to the storyline. You know, but I can get that. Just thinking about that really upsets me. But the thing is that there were so many things missing from there. The whole Act 3 was missing. The whole Act 2 was cut in half. This game, we all know, was supposed to have been longer. It's supposed to have been epic. Alright? Thank God we're left with really good playing mechanics from a Metal Gear Solid game. This is like one of the best playing Metal Gear Solid games I've put my hands on when it comes to the mechanics alone. And it's definitely a Phantom Pain. Like, I can't believe that this is it. Like, 2 years later almost, I still can't believe this is it. Like, this is the series goes out without tying up loose ends. Alright? You know, people tell me, and I already saw it when I beat the Man Who Sold the World mission, and you got to see the reveal of Venom being a helicopter pilot. That's why they didn't show his face during during Ground Zeroes, but his voice was Kiefer Sutherland's. It makes sense. I get that. My thing is that we didn't get Solid Snake like we were promised. And Hideo Kojima said Solid Snake was going to be in this game. We got Eli. Yeah. We got his little punk, little snot-nosed ass. But we didn't get Solid Snake. And I was thinking perfectly that at the end, when, you know, you see him punch the glass and stuff, because he got the orders on that tape. Them orders came from the real Big Boss, who Big Boss was gonna sent him to die, and he realized it. Punched the glass, walked off. That would have been like everybody said that would have been a perfect time to see a young 20-year-old Solid Snake emerge and basically come up. Kept you waiting, hon. With David Hayter's voice. Cameo, boom. Everybody, that's not my idea. But stuff like that, touches like that are gone, you know? And then, what strikes me weird on this base is that they knew. Some of the soldiers, if you pay attention to them, some of the soldiers, like, they come up to me, you know, I will follow behind you no matter who you are. Even some of the soldiers knew he wasn't the real big boss, but they respected him. So it was like, it was weird. But everybody knows about the whole missing thing. We seen Huey build battle gear, never got to use it. When we go to send soldiers out on the missions and stuff, you see it there, the icon. It gets used off camera. You know, that's heartbreaking. We were supposed to have used that in Mission 51 to take down Sahelanthropus once and for all. That's gone. But oh yeah, but what the Konami guy said, what I just say, he said, Mission 51 was cut for a reason. Are you kidding me? Alright? Let this man, you should have let Kojima finish the game. And then whatever, y'all parted ways, boom. It's all good. Do that. But the way Konami just had him just like basically, he had to cut the game short. And you could tell. You could tell the game was cut short. There's no way of getting around that. And it just that shit really bothers me, man. Because I finally found my favorite Metal Gear Solid 5 game. I mean, Solid game, which is part 5. And it just was missing vital Metal Gear Solid touches, you know? It was. They made it episodic, which was kind of weird, but at least when you do the replays, it kind of like, it fits because you could replay a mission like that. But there was just different, it was just so many things that didn't add up. And there was a lot of voice recordings. If you listen to those cassettes, I know a lot of people out there think those cassettes are just a lot of cassettes, but I think a lot of that was a lot of the cassette system. Most of that came from what was I about to say? A lot of unused cutscenes that were never animated, which were never like completed, and I bet a lot of that comes from there. We got too much stuff with Wind Talker. We have I said Wind Talker, Cold Talker. I'm thinking of the movie Wind Talkers with that used the Navajo language, you know. They use with Nicolas Cage, Christian Slater, and what's the American Indian actor name that played Slipknot? Adam Beach, when he was Navajo. And you know, same thing. They was the Cold Talker, basically, because the Navajo language was used to convey messages during the war. But back to what I'm saying, you got a lot of voice things that were just never seen it, and there's too much stuff for me to just think that it was just coincidentally put on for cassette. I know the cassettes were part of the whole Metal Gear Solid 5 thing because of that, you know, but it's just off-putting. It just really bothers me. I really wanted this game to be more. When I found out that the definitive version was coming out, first thing I checked was like, nope, I knew it, right? Something told me, I was like, they ain't completing jack. This game is just gonna be like that. And this is Konami. This is why people fucking hate you. You probably will never see this video at all, but I have to say it to people who out there who may watch this and they might feel the same way. Konami, this is all your goddamn fault. You should let that man finish the game. You want to talk about budgets? All that money you make off of fucking pachinko machines, you know, all that crap. That's what you want to push Konami to? No Castlevania. You just want to do soccer games and you want to do pachinko games, and you wonder why fans don't respect your company no more. You wonder why Kojima doesn't respect the corporate chain of Konami no more. You wonder why Yoji Shinkawa works for Kojima now, and most of the people from there, from Konami, are working in other companies, or they working with Kojima Productions on Death Stranding. Okay? You wonder why that's going on. You didn't let this man. People love the game regardless. I love the game. That's why I cut this video right here, because it's been almost 2 years. September would be 2 years. This game came out on my birthday. And I cannot fucking believe that you just let this out just to make money. Like, you're gonna treat the most beloved franchise in your arsenal as just a way to, you want to put it out there just to cut your losses. Alright? You should have let this man finish this and make it a masterpiece that it should have been. It's a good game, but it's not complete, and we all can see that. I can see that. Stevie Wonder can fucking see that the game was not complete. And it bothers me because it's like, I still play that game more than anything I got. I got, of course, Uncharted 4. I ain't got much games for PlayStation 4. Most of them are on there and stuff. But anyway, I used the PlayStation, what's the monthly service where you can just play the games, you can stream the games and play I use that. But as for new games, not much. I play the ever-loving shit out of Metal Gear Solid 5 because it's open world. And that part of it, like, you basically, like, I'm thinking, okay, I get it. Like, you could have, who are these people responding to now? Like, you ever thought about that? I'm not hating on this part, but you ever wondered, since Skullface is dead, since everything is sort of, where these enemy forces keep coming from? That's the thing I always question about open world games. I beat Infamous Second Son, and you took over the city, but then you keep the enemies just keep spawning relentlessly, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here and stuff. So, but I know it's just part of the open world games. I'm nitpicking right now, don't mind me at all. But I'm just sitting here like, I ever thought about that, See, like Grand Theft Auto 5, after you really finish the essential storyline, there's just nothing to do but drive around. It ain't really much to do but start shit with the police officers. And that's what I'll be doing with Metal Gear Solid 5. Well, at least Metal Gear Solid 5, you got Grand Theft Auto got it online, Metal Gear Solid got it online, and you can go to people's field op space and try to steal their resources and their soldiers. That's cool. You have to worry about your own field op bases getting robbed of resources and soldiers. That's kind of cool. That's cool. I mean, kind of. It's cool. Like how it gives you something to do off of the game. Because if you really looked at it, the area that you go to Africa, and the area you go to, and Afghanistan, the two giant maps of Metal Gear Solid 5, you would think like this should have been one more map, at least one more map. I'm thinking you got Afghanistan, you got Africa. What about Asia? What about Asia being a map like that, or maybe a place that was more like that had more city influence to it. It was just all open, like jungle and desert land and stuff. But that's nothing. This game was awesome. Alright? Ain't the greatest game ever. I ain't gonna sit here like Angry Joe and talk about every glitch inside The Witcher and then be like 10 out of 10 legendary stat. No, I'm not gonna do that. This game was a solid 8. When you really played it, and after you realized that it was light on story, I could shave a 1.5 off from the 9 and 9.5 I was gonna give it, and give it a solid 8 because it plays great. The the weaponry, they update that. They constantly cycle in field ops things to keep you playing field ops. You can always find better soldiers. They spawn better soldiers in the game. You can let go of some soldiers. You can build your army, so you still got things to do once the game is done, because you will not get through this game before you finish upgrading your weapons to the maximum. So it's always an incentive to play. And it breaks my heart that the story was light on this one, and it didn't really plug in the gaps like it was supposed to. Otherwise, Solid 8, Metal Gear Solid 5 will go down as one of my favorite, probably my favorite Metal Gear Solid game, because of its play mechanics and its range of weaponry and stuff. That's all I have to really say, everybody. It's been 2 years and I'm feeling phantom pain. I felt like I lost my limbs in the battle along with Venom Snake. You know, I wouldn't leave it up. I wouldn't put it past Kojima to. He knew it. They've been harassed. They probably. I'm giving the man too much credit, but wonder if they was harassing him for a long time to finish this game, and he gave it the name Phantom Pain. Because he knew he was on his way out. And he knew the product he was going to leave with us was going to pretty much leave us wanting more. Or he has the Phantom Pain because he know that his time was up with Konami after this game was over, and he has to leave his baby behind with Konami, who don't care about it. That shit is heartbreaking, like, to see, like, Konami owns the property and stuff, but you gotta leave it behind, like Bungie. They had to leave behind Halo. I wonder how they feel. Destiny came out, but Destiny would never be Halo. They can only try to do better. Hopefully, Kojima and Death Stranding, and he always had these mysteries to it. Hopefully, that this game delivers. It stars Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen. More than likely, it's going to star Stephanie Gilston, who played Quiet, because we all know she's going to be in the game. He's been showing pictures of a blurry female figure with the long brown hair being scanned into the game. We all know she's going to probably end up being in the game and stuff. We got Guillermo del Toro that's been scanned in. We got, of course, Mads Mikkelsen and Norman Reedus, who are the two main stars. If you don't know who Norman Reedus is, he's Daryl from The Walking Dead. Mads Mikkelsen is Hannibal. He played Galen Erso in Star Wars Rogue One. He played a lot of characters. Like, he was in Casino Royale with Daniel Craig. He had the thing with the deformed eye. You know who Mads Mikkelsen is. But anyway, hopefully Kojima does well with Death Stranding, and hopefully at Tokyo Game Show we get to see what this game is about for real. We already saw naked Norman Reedus wake up with the baby, and then it disappears, and then you see the 5 monolithic figures up in the distance. And people who break down trailers are the best, because you can see that the middle one was holding that baby that disappeared. The other ones with their arms down, and then you see his arms like that. You can tell he was holding the baby because of the slant in his arm. Like, people really pay attention to stuff like that. But that's all I have to say. This game is truly phantom pain for me. And I just hope, I got the slimmest hope that they will get their act together and really realize that people love this series and they don't want to survive. They don't want a game that you still pardon the mechanics from Metal Gear Solid 5 to make something totally different and make a mockery of what Kojima started. Rebuild. If you're gonna go with a different one, you got the Fox engine still. That's pretty much in your possession. The world is yours in that game. You gotta have some people out there. You gotta give people a chance to work with the Fox engine and make some games, you know? Where's Castlevania? Where's Metal Gear? Fucking give me an update to Snatcher, alright? Remember that game for the Sega CD? Give me an update to Snatcher or something. Jeez. Make another double dribble. I don't care. Something. Not just pachinko machines. You're gonna show us beautifully redone cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater on the pachinko machine. And you wonder why we saying fuck you, Konami. But for real, I'm done this time. So remember, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, keep being you. Cause I'm Fury, blue collar gamer, poor as a motherfucker. But I'm still here for you people. Peace.